We're here at the PDAC 2023. It's the second day for us, and well, it's good to be back after 2 years of a break because of the pandemic that's hopefully over now. And we're using it to get an update from a couple of interesting companies we've been working with. And I'm talking to Brodie Sutherland today of Tocvan Ventures. And you have two pretty interesting projects, gold and silver, in Mexico, Sonora State. So let's talk about that. Let's start with the more advanced, I think, the Pilar project, I think it's called.
For sure. Yeah, we have two excellent assets in Mexico, both a little different from each other, which gives us some flexibility on how we can advance things. It also gives our shareholders big upside potential. But when we look at Pilar, it's the more advanced of the two projects. It's seen over 23,000 meters of drilling completed on it. Recently, we've drilled some fantastic holes. Last year, 117 meters of 1.2 grams per ton gold, with some silver with that. And what's important when you look at that in a regional context in Sonora, a lot of the mines are producing gold at about 0.6 grams per ton gold. So we're seeing some encouraging results there. But really, the important thing and the most exciting thing that we're doing right now at Pilar is a bulk sample, and that's going to show us what head grade we would expect in a mine development, how much of that gold we can recover, and I think it's really going to propel us forward here into a strong gold market. So what we love about Sonora is that you can permit quite easily for a mine development, and that's going to be the next step after the bulk sample is submitting that application to mine, and we expect to have that back by late 2024. And that gives us the optionality to then produce gold on our own, which is really exciting for us. And like I said, I think we're coming into a strong gold market. And so hopefully we can time it perfectly with that. Yeah.
That will be certainly very helpful for all your endeavors. But you say you get back the permit to mine in 2024. The results from the bulk mine, from the bulk sample, when do you expect that back?
We expect that back. We'll have results kind of trickling out over the next few months. That'll wrap up in middle of May, and we'll have a final report from that. We expect early in June. But there should be some information that we can provide before that. So we'll be updating our shareholders over the next 3 months as we go through that process. And like I said, it's an exciting time for us. I think it's the most important thing that we've done as a company so far, besides some of our discovery drilling. But, this is an important step for us and perfect timing. Yeah.
I'm certainly hoping that we're going into a strong gold and silver market too, perhaps. All the juniors can use it for the sentiment, if nothing else.
For sure.
Of course, as I alluded to, Pilar is not the only project. You have got another exciting exploration project. It's called El Picacho.
Yeah.
I think something like 6 kilometers of trend, 5 zones of mineralization. And not so long ago, a couple of weeks ago, you produced some pretty interesting results there from the drilling. I think it was the first drilling you did yourself there.
It was. Yeah, it's the amazing thing about where we operate in Mexico. It's very well endowed for big potential for big deposits, and I think what we've just started to uncover at Picacho, could be the start of something like that. And Picacho, when you look at it in comparison to Pilar, it's 20 times the size of Pilar, so it's a big property. We've got 6 kilometers of prospective trend, and what's important there is that what we see along that 6 kilometers of trend are old artisanal workings that are old shafts and adits that go underground. And that's how the neighboring San Francisco mine was discovered. So Fresnillo discovered that in the late 80s. They drilled around these old workings. They found the initial deposit that's now grown to the 3 million ounces of gold that is San Francisco. And we were 18 kilometers away, same geology, very same features. And like you mentioned, we just did our first drill program ever at Picacho and discovered mineralization close to surface. So a fantastic start, but we've got a lot of area to explore there. So it's a nice balance between our advanced Pilar projects. We've got Picacho there. We know there's a ton of potential, and we'll be going back and drilling throughout the development of both these projects.
Okay, so you've got well, we can look forward to news flow from both projects. Always good.
For sure.
So, but of course, that's a bit of work, and that's going to cost some money. How are your funds?
Good. We just closed a financing, and I think it's important to note when we do financings, we always keep it light as possible. We're being mindful of our share structure. So we're a company, we've been around for almost 4 years. We still have 38, 39 million shares issued, and we're really proud of that fact. So we raise cash when we need it, and we utilize that. So we just raised 600,000. Most of that will go towards the bulk sample and development there. But we'll kind of time with the market and get back and do drilling at both projects to advance them as we go. So, we expect a lot of news over the next few months and year and beyond. But it's going to be an exciting time for sure.
It certainly sounds like it. So to sum up, give us a 45-second elevator pitch. Why Tocvan Ventures?
Yeah, Tocvan, I think the important thing is people. And it takes good people and a good team to be able to deliver. And I think if you look at our track record for how we utilize funds and how we put that into the ground to add value for our shareholders, that's really been how we kind of market ourselves and how we see ourselves propelling forward. So, it's delivering on what we say we're going to do, we do it. And along with that, we've got great people. We're in a great jurisdiction. Sonora's built around mining. We've got 2 quality assets that give our shareholders a lot of upside. And we think we're coming into a strong gold market. And that's the opportunity right now. We've, like a lot of gold companies, we've been trading down over the last year and a bit. And I think that's the opportunity to come in now before things really take off. So, yeah.
Thank you very much.
Okay, thanks, man.
Great.